Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to all of you. I hope that you people are well by the grace of Almighty God. Happy winter vacation to all of you. Now today I want to start my topic. The topic of my presentation is of narration. My name is Mahi Uruj and I will start my presentation. Now, what is narration? In our day-to-day life, we come across people, we communicate with one another, whether it comes to household or factories, workers, organizations, schools. Narration is present everywhere. We cannot imagine our life without conversating with one another. Now, when it comes to media, newspapers, radio, TV channels, social media, Twitter, Facebook, narration is present everywhere. We watch news. We uh, we like to we get amused when we listen to some person singing a song or a poetry. It's very enjoyable for us all. So this is all possible due to narration. Now, what is narration? It is an act of communication, a mode of conversation, the art of reporting the words of a speaker. There are two ways of representing narration: direct and indirect. Direct is the exact wording which is within inverted commas, and when we give indirect reference, this is known as indirect narration. Parts of direct speech. There are three parts of direct speech. Direct speech is the exact wording that Mariam says to Taha studying GGS Akhtar school. Now over here, Mariam says to Taha. Mariam says to Taha is reporting a speech. Reporting verb says to is over here reporting verb. And then whatever which is within inverted comma, that is I studying GGS Akhtar school. This is within inverted. This is known as reported speech. Now again the next slide. There are certain rules that we have to follow while converting from direct to indirect speech. These general rules of narration are as follows. Number one, when we change reporting verb, say and say to and says and says to, they are in present. So when we convert from direct to indirect, when it is without to, that is without to preposition, there are no changes made when we convert from direct to indirect. Whereas in case of said, it remains the same as, whereas if it is said to, then we convert to told. Just like say to is say and says to convert into tells and say to tell. While converting from direct to indirect, definitely we have to remove comma and inverted commas, and we replace the comma and inverted comma with the conjunction that. Third point, to change the pronoun within inverted comma, there are pronouns within inverted commas. So we will replace by the rule of son. As for subject, that is Maryam says to Taha. So Maryam is subject over here, Taha is object over here. The one which comes before said or says is subject, and the one afterwards, that is known as object. So in case of first person, that I, me, my, mine, we, are, us, we convert from subject. And in case of second person, you, your, we change from object, that is after said. And then in case of third person, he, she, it, him, her, his, hers, they, them, their, theirs, there are no changes made in the pronouns. If reporting verb is in present tense and future tense, that is says, will say, or says to, these are known as reporting verb. So they are in present. So within the inverted comma, whatever tense is present, it remains the same. That is in first example, he says, I am playing computer games now. I am playing remains the same. Necessary changes are made for the adverb now is converted into than, and I is changed from subject he, that comes before says, reporting verb says, that is he is I changed to he, and am remains the same, that is it, the tense remains the same, that is from present indefinite remains into present indefinite. If reporting verb is in past tense, that is said or said to, we change tense accordingly, that is from if the reported speech in direct direct narration is in simple present tense, we convert into simple past tense. If in present continuous, we convert into past continuous tense. Present perfect tense is changed into past perfect tense. Similarly, present perfect continuous tense is changed into past perfect continuous tense. Past indefinite is changed into past perfect tense, and past continuous into past perfect continuous tense. Change from direct to indirect speech. when we change from direct to indirect speech, the narration. So Nadia said, "I am happy." So within inverted comma, we have present indefinite. When within inverted comma, we have present indefinite, we'll change into, we have in previous slide, we have studied, we will change into past indefinite tense. That Nadia said that she was happy. She was happy. I is the first person and will be replaced by the subject Nadia, and I becomes she, that she was happy. Second example, he said, "I want to write." Now over here, want is the first form, so we recognize it as the tense within inverted comma as present indefinite or simple present tense. Now, when we convert present indefinite, it will change into the second form, that is, he wanted to write. Shaji said, "I am reciting the Holy Quran." This tense within inverted commas present continuous, it will convert into past continuous. That is, she was reciting. Was plus verb first form plus ing or verb fourth form. Then Hashim said, "I won the match." This is present perfect example. So we will convert from present perfect into past perfect. That is, he had won the match. I is replaced from Hashim. So I is the pronoun over here, and Hashim is the subject. So he had won the match. Had plus third form is the past perfect. Anjum said, "I have been watching the FIFA World Cup highlights." So Anjum is the female over here. So I, that is first person, replaced with Anjum, subject. That she had been. Why had been? Because this is present perfect continuous example, and it will convert when convert changes will be made from direct to indirect, and because said is present. Said is past. Reporting verb is in past. So we will change I had been watching. That is had plus been plus verb first form plus ing. That is verb fourth form. This will change from present perfect continuous into past perfect tense. He said, "I can do the exercise." Now over here, this modal verb can is present. So can will convert into could. And if may, then might. Shall, should. Okay. Then Sami said, "I ordered a large pizza." This is an example of past indefinite. Past indefinite will change into past perfect tense. That is, second form ordered will change into had plus third form. He said, "I was attending a birthday party." Now over here, the birthday party, this last example is an example of past continuous. It will convert into past perfect continuous. That is had been plus verb first form plus ing. If direct speech is a universal truth, what is universal truth? There are many things in the universe that we that is from religious point of view, from geographical point of view, they remains the same. They are universally acceptable. That God is one, God is immortal, human is mortal. Sun rises from the east and sets in the west. Earth rotates around the sun. Man is mortal. Then, if there are some bibliographical some bibliography, some sayings of the Holy Quran, sayings of the Holy Book, Al Quran, Bible. There are other of the quotations of the famous poet, famous personality like Jinnah, that unity, faith, and discipline. So no changes will be made when converting from direct speech into indirect speech. Now here the various examples are given, that God is immortal. Now, this is a universally acceptable truth, and we know it from religious point of view that that God is immortal. So, something which is in our religion, and we accept it. It is universally acknowledged that all humans are mortal. They will die one day, and their life will come to an end. Then Faisal said to Alim, "Islamabad is the capital of Pakistan." Now, in this case, this is geographical truth. Indonesia is a Muslim country. This is a geographical truth. So we cannot deny, and this is a geographical fact. So it will remain, the tense will remain the same. That is, it is in present indefinite, it will remain like this. Present, simple present. For prayers 5 times a day. This is something of routine or habitual fact. That he is a Muslim and he offer prayers 5 times a day. He recite Holy Quran in the morning. So it will remain the same. So this is a fact, so it will remain, the tense will remain the same while converting from direct speech into direct speech. Some other changes in reported speech is made, like in these cases, there are adverbs. Here will change into there, this into that. For example, he said, this is my flat. Now in this case, or this is my car. So he said. So he said will convert he said that, comma, inverted commas will change accordingly with the conjunction that. He said that. This is my flat. Now, when we'll convert into indirect, this will become that. That is my car, or that is my flat, or that is my residence. These into those, like uh, she says to me, I like these red apples. Now, she says to me, she tells me that I is the first person. So we'll convert from she. She likes, because tense will not change in this case. She likes these. These will convert into those, from direct into direct, those apples. She likes those apples. Now into then, today into that day, tomorrow, adverb tomorrow into the next day, yesterday into the previous day, and tonight into that night. Last night into the previous night, last week into the previous week, and ago into since and before. So this is all from today from my side. I hope that you people have understood the basic concepts of narration clearly. I will come up with the next lecture. Have a nice winter vacation, and thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching my video. Allah Hafiz, and have a nice day.